Don't make noise. Welcome to our virtual kitchen show live here with Olymel. So we're really excited today. I'm going to turn my music down. People are not going to hear us. And we're excited today to have back Olymel team and learn a little bit today about Olymel products and my favorite product and my favorite team. But I'm going to say hi to everyone. Hello.
Hello.
Jeff. Dana, Jonathan, welcome to our show.
Hey.
Thanks.
So we were jabbing each other earlier, but I will jab Dana a little bit because she's giving my to-do list. So I'm going to just look at my to-do list here. Right now, I'm going to ask Jonathan some research, but could we do some introductions? Who you are, what you guys do at Olymel, and I think Chef's pretty straightforward, but let's hear from him as well. So Jonathan, what do you do at Olymel?
Well, I work for the R&D team here at Olymel, and you know, it's a typical question that you'll get when you meet somebody new, right? What do you do for a living? What's your day-to-day? And it's not always been quite easy to explain. So sometimes I'll give my official title, which is Research and Development Project Manager, and typically I'll get crickets for that one, right? So some of my good buddies have taken to calling me a chicken nugget scientist.
Nice.
And right, doesn't that sound like the coolest job in the world? And honestly, it really is. But I got to say that's a bit of an understatement for what we're doing here at Olymel R&D, and definitely an understatement in regards to our full team. So Olymel R&D, we're full of resources. We offer way more than just chicken nuggets, and we're a multidisciplinary team of food science experts, scientists, of course, but foodies at heart, right? So together we combine to form three pillars of expertise. First one is research and science and food science. So we have specialists in ingredients, charcuterie, deli meats. We also have a second pillar, which is our product and process optimization. So we're constantly optimizing performance and quality for consistent results. And the third pillar, of which I'm also a part, is the innovation and product development. So this third pillar is really destined for developing new products and offering innovative product solutions. So just a quick glimpse of our team there. And these three pillars are not to be mistaken. I mean, they're all side by side holding up the same roof, which is the R&D, and we all work together. So that's really how we benefit from our teamwork, is that expertise that's exchanged between our members. Most projects are led by more than one project manager. And I really feel that that's what positions us as a leader in the R&D industry for the food business. So to sum things up real quick, we create value-added products. So all the value-added products at Olymel at some point were the only R&D team, and our combined expertise leads to every single one of those products. So that's a quick glimpse of the R&D team here and what I do for my day-to-day.
So graphic design, isn't?
Definitely not.
I had to jab him. I had to jab you about your signs. We do love them. We don't see them, but there you go. We can just show. There. Here we go. This is what a scientist is not.
R&D logo.
Not an R&D graphic designer. Love it. Very well done, though. Anyways, that is very interesting. I think Dana said I have to say it's very interesting. So before you get in there, I just want to introduce Dana and Mark before, because everyone's going to be like, what, poor people are sitting here. Just who you are, and then we're going to get back into what Dana's telling me to say, which I love, about creating new products. But Dana, who are you? Like, who are you at Olymel? Who are you? That's kind of rude, but who are you? What do you do?
I'm Dana Owens, and I'm the National Account Manager that oversees Sysco Canada. So important job, and it's awesome. There's always interesting and cool things to do there.
Like today, right?
Yeah.
Like today. Good answer. And tell Jay what to say. And then Chef Mark, how long you been doing this? You've been a chef forever, right?
Oh, of course, yeah, forever. I mean, you can see with my hair that I've been at it forever. Of course, well, I'm corporate chef. I work in R&D, so I work closely with Jonathan and the whole team, but I also work with Dana and a sales team across the country. So R&D, recipes, and ideas how to use our product. And today, the show, Sysco Virtual Show.
Awesome. Well, let's go back to Jonathan now that we got the strangers, non-strangers actually. So Jonathan, Dana's telling me that I have to ask you, how do you, sorry Dana, I'm jabbing you so bad about this.
Okay.
I don't get too many people that tell me what to say, which is actually a really good thing. But how do you go about creating new products? Like, do you guys sit in a mad lab, or is it like what we envision? Or
like the show Dexter's Laboratory, something like
exactly, that.
Exactly, yeah. Well, to create a product, it always comes from a need. There's either a gap in the market somewhere, or we want to do something new, something fun, innovative. There's always a need somewhere. So in that perspective, it's always a collaborative approach. Products are always created based on collaboration with our customers and thinking in mind as well for our end users and the operators, always keeping them in mind. So what we can do is we offer tailor-made products. Basically, we can make food dreams come true. If you have it in mind, we can make it appear on your plate. And by doing so, what we will always put forward is a scientific approach. Of course, we're R&D, but with creative solutions to deliver the right product. So first, we'll start by identifying that specific criteria that we're looking to achieve, whether if it's nutritionals, allergens, particular textures, sizes, portion, etc. The sky's the limit for the amount of variables that we can include and that we can merge together. And then we'll continue by laying down a timeline and an action plan. Moving forward.
Jonathan, I'm going to interrupt you. Sorry. Dana, I know I'm not supposed to. Sorry. But I have to ask him a question. How long does it take to create a new product from scratch? Like if you saw a gap and then you went in there, how long does it take usually, roughly, on an average product that we see either food service or retail? How long does it take usually?
Well, it all depends on the different variables, but let's bring it down to months. A few months, typically, we can go from nothing to something that's in full production. Absolutely. Wow. And honestly, we do pride ourselves in an efficient development process. So project management merges into the food science world, and we lead within a few months. We should have a product running.
There must be a lot of products that, do you see a lot of products that just get there, but they just taste like, they don't taste good because you microwave them? Or do you guys like do that? Like, how many products get right to the end before, and then they just don't make it? The addition, like how long does that happen frequently, or is it always great ideas?
Oh, well, of course there are some failures, just like in any other business, right? But we always work in a funnel perspective. So we'll start large. We'll propose all sorts of different variables. We'll bring out different attributes to really translate that thought to the actual physical product itself and the customer's experience as well when he's eating the product. So then we'll funnel that down forward and forward and forward. So some of those are eliminated. So obviously they're considered failures, I guess, at that point. But they all lead to learning for the proper product that we're going to be delivering at the end.
So can you share with us just like one of the most craziest ideas you've ever seen? Dana's like, oh my God, get Dana! Is there
fried chicken skin.
What?
Fried chicken skin.
Fried chicken skin.
Yeah.
Dana, was that your idea back in the past?
Yeah. Worked on that before.
Fried chicken skin.
Yeah. Delicious. Think chicharron, but chicken. If you're familiar with the pork rinds, fried pork rinds.
Yeah. The chicken.
You got it.
Didn't make the cut, eh?
Sadly.
That's pretty cool, though. It's to be honest, it's not that bad of an idea, because who doesn't love the dirty bird, and you get into the skin, right? Like.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it, honestly.
It's pretty cool. Sorry. Anyways, I gotta go back to what Dana said to me. Ask you. Are we done? Can I ask Dana a question?
Go for it.
Okay, Dana, I was just to ask you: is there a theme for today?
You know what, Jay? After all the jabs, I wouldn't tee you up without some sort of theme. I know we have to work under something. So, yes, we have a theme, and today the theme is going to be limited contact.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So when people are asking, and I know it's the biggest question, everybody keeps saying, what do you envision everything looking like going forward? And the one key messaging that I keep seeing scroll across my brain is limited contact, whether that's with delivery, and we're seeing that with delivering contactless. With seating, you're seeing all seating in restaurants are now divided up and spacing between. Sometimes we're forced to work with limited staff. We don't have as many customers, so we don't have as many staff in the back of house or front of house. And just overall, people in general are asked to limit their contact with each other. So I think that that's the biggest thing I'm seeing with restaurants moving forward. And I think that that's an exciting time for Olymel because we offer value-added products, which I think really translates nicely into limited contact and into the world that we're charging ahead with.
Yeah. I love the idea though. Like I really do. And I'm excited about today because I fully agree that our new norm is going to be asking for these things where we limit the amount of like touches and yeah, there's a lot of limiting stuff going on in our world right now.
Exactly. And I just, that's kind of, it's a focus, and it's going to be a focus, I think, going forward. So we just wanted to touch on that and offer some solutions.
Have you been, I would just read my to-do. Have you been out to a patio lately, Dana?
Actually, last week, my husband and I went out to our first patio. We have been doing the takeout thing nonstop during all of COVID, but this was the first time my parents said they'll take the kids. We took the opportunity.
Nice.
We jumped on our first patio, and let me tell you, there's nothing like having a margarita delivered to you at a patio table without children. It was incredible. It was everything.
I can't imagine. Oh man.
It was the best. And really, I mean, from that experience, the one thing that stood out right off the bat was instead of being passed a menu, there was a barcode, and I had to take my phone and then scan the barcode, and my menu came right up on my phone. They eliminated the whole touching process of a menu at that restaurant, and that kind of got my head going down the rabbit hole of limitless and thinking, how much further can we extend this? And so, yeah, as I mentioned before, with limited staff and limited resources in the kitchen, wouldn't it be cool to be able to call that out on our menu and to be able to say, we really strive for limited contact with our preparation, with our menu items. And I think that's where Olymel comes into play. With the menu and the recipes that we've designed with Chef Mark today, they've really focused on one chef, or by having maybe not the chef that used to do all the prep work for you, eliminating that chef and just having one chef. It takes away a lot of the prep work. So Mark can have that beautiful dish created for the end user. So when the table, they see it, they think 12 chefs were involved, but really we just kind of team you up to take away all the prep work and help you through the process of it. And I think that that's the value with value added and what we're going to show you today.
Yeah, that's great. I really agree with you. And we do see some chains, I'm not going to name them, but I have seen some chains that have tried marketing that whole contactless touch and things like that. I think it's brilliant.
Well, and here's the thing is, I don't think you can say touchless in the back of a kitchen, because obviously we're working with food. We got to make the plate. We got to put that love into it. But we can say limited, and we can show the customers that we're taking that extra effort to make everything as we're cognizant of every step in the kitchen. We're doing that for everyone, and we want you to be comfortable in our restaurants.
I like that. Limited, and yeah, totally makes it kind of a little less, I guess, hard on the people and the consumers when they're coming in there to know that someone's being more conscious of that dish or whether they're applying
Yeah.
the hands on in the back.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Sorry. I need a coffee so bad.
Do you want me to send you one through contactless delivery?
Can we test this out? Anyway, so can we get into the recipes? Because poor chef, I haven't seen a poor chef that wants to cook so bad as Mark right there. But anyways, do you want to move over? Can I move over to recipes now, Dana?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Just making sure I don't want to step out of my checklist. Awesome. So Chef Mark.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a little bit what you're going to do today around this limited contact.
Yeah, of course.
I love that, by the way. Love the idea.
So Jay, the way we designed our recipes today was to make sure that the recipes will be done in a separate station of the kitchen, like so the cook can have or the chef can have everything ready and just assemble it, and having as less prep done at the last minute. Of course, like Dana said, there will be some stuff that will be prepped ahead for the dish. But how can you save time? So you can save time by using a fully cooked product. The first one I will be presenting to you. We'll be presenting as well some chicken strips we got, and also we got some grilled already cooked grilled chicken breast, and at the end we'll go with the Sysco wings. So with Sysco wings, I mean you take them in the bag, put them in the fryer, and just sauce them or garnish them. So that's how we're gonna go as a limited touch as possible in the kitchen today. So I don't know, Jeff, maybe I can start with the first recipe. With using our diced chicken. So I can maybe bring it to you guys. You guys can see it. I got somebody helping me here. They see the beautiful hand here. So this is a pre-cooked chicken, diced chicken that you can use in any of your recipes. But what we're going to be doing today, so what I've done is I took the frozen diced chicken, put it in a dry rub, and then I put it in the oven. So I got a taco seasoning. So I'm going to make the first dish I'm going to make is a burrito bowl. So, I got the Mexican rice here. So it's a tomato rice with some peppers in there. And I've got, just going to finish it as we go. Like I said, this is all be done in a station in the kitchen. So I got the same diced chicken here, but that's with the taco seasoning. Top of it. Just get that right here. And then all I got to do is garnish it. So I got some pico de gallo, roasted corn. Who doesn't like roasted corn? It's so nice and sweet. And I got a bean salsa as well.
Chef, did you add the spices to that frozen chicken while it's frozen?
Yeah. So what I did is that I put it in a bowl, put the spices in there, just a little bit of all, tossed it, and then put it in the oven. And just
Will it clump together? It doesn't clump together or anything, does it?
Pardon me, I'm sorry.
Does the chicken clump together?
No, because they're RQF there. So as you can see here in the bag, as I move them around.
Nice.
So they're they're really nice to use. So they could be tossed in directly in the soup or directly in the chili or even on top of the pizza as well. So and we'll make a pizza actually with it.
So Dana, most restaurants got to order that. Not that I'm trying to sell here. But...
what the cool thing is about all of the value-added items we're showing you is that the products that come in frozen are truly meant to be cooked in the state that they came in. So it's meant to be cooked right from frozen. The wings, the chicken wings, anything that you get in the frozen state, it's meant to be cooked that way. So no thawing, that hassle's gone. You just kind of drop and go, and it really is efficient.
Jonathan, do you want to say that he's like sitting there going, "Yeah, I invented that"?
No, sadly, that one isn't one of my babies.
Okay.
But it is definitely one of my colleagues' babies for sure. And just to add on, I mean, it's definitely IQF is a really important part here. We have individual small pieces where you can portion as you'd like. It's prepared in Canada, of course. No artificial flavors, preservative-free, no artificial colors either. And like Chef Mark said, we got soups, salads, sandwiches, pizzas, whatever you'd like with this product.
Do you by the way, Dana, good idea to bring Jonathan, because holy cow, I got lots of questions for him. Anyways, Jonathan, do you see a lot of companies getting away from adding all those weird ingredients we can't pronounce in products nowadays?
There is a tendency in the market, of course, to have cleaner labels. Yes, we're looking for something that's as pantry recognizable as possible most of the time. Any functional ingredients that are used in our products are always for the better end result of the product.
Yeah. Cool. Very cool. Because there's some pretty weird names out there that we see sometimes on products. Not on Olymel, you guys are nice and clean. But yeah, there's some weird stuff out there, right? And that probably dictates price, I'm assuming. Cheaper, the fancier, the weirder things go in it.
Well, yes and no. Yes and no. I mean, with the whole industry is evolving, and people are getting more conscientious. So slowly but surely, high quality products like we're offering are getting more and more affordable for everybody. Absolutely.
Cool. Very cool. Sorry, Chef Mark, I interrupted your cooking.
Hey, no
It's
problem.
the worst thing to do, Dana, with a chef.
So the dish is done. You know, you see how quick it was done. I mean, you've seen part of it, but I can bring it to you. So, you know, the popularity of bowls, you know, I mean, it's all about bowls now. So a meal in itself, healthier as well. So like I said, you get the rice, and on top of that, you get our chicken, baked chicken, and then garnish it as you want it. So, I mean, who doesn't want a dish like that?
So nice thing about this, also your portion control is so big on this, right? There's not going to be no waste.
No waste. No waste, and I mean, it doesn't take, you know, that much chicken. A little chicken goes a long way, you know, if you garnish it with all the fresh vegetables around it, and so it makes it, you know, it's the profit on that dish is amazing, and it goes in that line, you know, the poke bowl and all the bowls and everything is, everybody wants to eat in the bowl, and this could be also great for delivery as well. So you could have your rice and your chicken on the side and all your vegetables, and then it could be all delivered like that as well. So
great idea. Awesome product. Very impressed. I love that you can use it from frozen.
Right.
Awesome. So what's next, Dana?
Well, I think Jonathan had a little bit more to talk about with the plant.
Do I? Of course I do. Of course I do. Well, I guess I'm just going to riff off what Dan was saying earlier, and Mark as well. When we're talking about limited contact, well, it definitely has to do with limited contact between people in the situation. So that's including cooks and restaurants on the line, staff members in our plants as well. So considering the current pandemic, safety measures have never been more important, obviously. So limiting contact has been a key factor for us to keep fulfilling our mission, which is to feed the world. So, for example, in our plants, all our employees are screened for symptoms, wear masks, disinfect their hands regularly, practice social distancing. There are special years when that's not possible. And also we have physical separators that are set up with workstations that cannot be physically distanced. And we're really proud of putting all that in place and leaders in that sense. But that being said, in every restaurant, every kitchen, that isn't always possible. So the products that we're looking at today are marinated, steam-baked, and fully cooked. And then, as mentioned before, they're IQF, which means individually quick frozen. And that's for ease of use. So these fully cooked products, what they do, as Chef mentioned, is they eliminate the number of steps that you're going to take to prep the food, and also the cross between stations. If we take, for example, the next product we're going to be looking at, which are the 4-ounce chicken cut breasts. This typically, if you're making it from scratch, you'll have a raw chicken breast. You're going to marinate it, let's say, the day prior. So you have one cook working on it there. And then it's going to be brought to the grill. It's going to be fully cooked. Or let's say later on a salad that's done in a separate station as well. So you have cooks going back and forth through the kitchen to reach out to have this one single item. Or you could have it already ready to go per station, depending on the needs. Since it's already fully cooked, natural grill marks on it, it looks great, tastes great, and it eliminates those contacts.
Really cool. Really cool. Sorry, I'm thinking of what's next because I know, Dana, you just got that. You're so organized. I'm fascinated by all this stuff. I'm always, because I have made a product before that went across Canada. I don't know if I want to talk about it. We all had that one idea that didn't really work, but I'm just fascinated by the research part because there's so much that goes into it. Just the thought process that goes into it. How far up do you connect, Jonathan, as Chef cuts that great chicken flatbread pizza that he's done? Is how when do you connect into the marketing of it? How far up do you, like, when the process is up, do you research it? You've agreed it's going to be something. Do you then incorporate marketing, or is marketing part of the process earlier on?
Absolutely. It's typically early on. Marketing, like I mentioned earlier, they have that insight for the needs we need that are on the market. Sometimes it's direct customer contact that they'll have request themselves, but we do have indeed a full internal marketing team that does research and develops product requests and project requests on which I or one of my colleagues will work on. Marketing's involved from the beginning all the way to the end to packaging.
That's really cool. Thank God. Those marketing people. Chef Mark.
Yeah.
You know, I have worked with like a lot of chefs, so I know the chef eye. You're giving me the chef eye. Exactly. There it is.
I'm ready. You know,
this is so the chef eye.
When the order's ready, pick up. Come on, pick up.
Exactly. The chef eye.
Yeah.
I know.
All right. Well, second recipe, Jay, that where I'm going to be using once again the diced chicken. What I've done is I'm going to be cooking a Mediterranean flatbread with the chicken, or Greek pizza. So what I've done, the same diced chicken. I rubbed it, with a Greek seasoning and some fresh parsley. And once again, I baked it a little bit. So what I'm going to do, garnish a pizza. So I got this flatbread here, garlic flatbread with some sauce on it, tomato sauce. I could have put white sauce on there as well as mozzarella cheese. So I'm going to top it up with the diced chicken once again. And some feta cheese. Can't go on Greek pizza without feta cheese, of course.
Mm.
I love what the feta cheese brings, the saltness to a dish as well, and why not some Kalamata olives as well, and some green pepper. So that that pizza could be done in one station of the kitchen once again. So ready to put in the oven. And with the magic of cooking, I got one pizza done here. So what I like to do with the pizza as well, I mean, you could have this flatbread pizza going right into the dining room, or you could up it up a little bit, and actually you can charge a little bit more for it. So it's Greek, so why not? We had some Greek seed, garnish to it. So I got some tomatoes in there. I got some red onions in there as well.
Mm.
I mean, this is becoming much more than a flatbread there, as you can see. Why not put some cucumbers on it as well?
Chef, you're gonna make me want to do a road trip. My mini.
Lettuce. No, it's a salad and
Long drive, by the way, Dana.
And I got some tzatziki sauce here.
I miss Montreal. You guys are so passionate about food.
So you get your Greek flatbread pizza with using our diced chicken here.
Look at those colors. They look so great.
I know.
Oh,
Beautiful.
yeah.
So before you guys gnaw into those, can you take photos and then send me the photos, and we'll put a link underneath our show today?
Of course we can.
We'll link to those photos.
So
We'll put them up on our Instagram account as well.
No, you can charge an upgrade for that. I mean, it's just much more than a flatbread. Became a salad and a flatbread at the same time as well. So.
Dana, we'll put those up on our Instagram because I
love it.
all the work that goes into them, and you guys do such a great job. It just sucks I can't eat it.
I want to eat it as well. You know what? Next time, Jay, I'm going to send some contactless delivery to all of us so we can sit here and eat it all together.
We'll do the afternoon show then.
It's
It's a little different time zone I'm in.
Yeah, what time is it where you are? A little early?
Morning. It's a little morning here. We're still breakfast time. So all my order is all breakfast places. So
Okay, got it. Bacon.
so we got to do a breakfast wing. Just so you know, put that on the list. A breakfast chicken wing.
I like
Jonathan?
Jonathan can invent it.
Exactly.
Why not a waffle breading on a chicken wing, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I got a meeting with a company that's made a healthy a healthy waffle. Need a coffee. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. Love it. Maybe I'll ask out Jonathan for an idea or two.
Call me up.
Anyways, so Dana, is it? What, I'm just gonna check my list of what to do next. Is it you? Do I ask you questions now?
You can ask whatever you want. We're ready for you.
I know. Chef hasn't given me the chef eye yet, so I want to ask Jonathan more questions. So Jonathan, Olymel does not use our artificial. Let's say that properly. Flavoring in the chicken breast, right? In the strips that we just saw.
Correct.
So what does that mean? Like the companies add flavor. There's actually a chicken flavor chemical you can put into stuff to make it taste like chicken.
Well, yeah, there are all sorts of artificial and natural flavors out there. And this particular product it's very similar to what you would do yourself. If you're at home, you take a piece of raw chicken breast, season it lightly, marinate it overnight, and then steam bake it, apply grill marks on the barbecue, and serve it up. So we're doing exactly the same process, but we're applying that to a larger scale so we can cut those steps down. So yeah, we're definitely using in this one no artificial flavors, no preservatives, no colors. It's a natural, versatile product just like you'd like in your kitchen.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you another question. You got to bring them on more. Jonathan, what do you mean by no preservatives? So is in the past, like when I was growing up in the 80s, were people putting preservatives in products all the time? Like, why is that so bad? I hear that in marketing all the time, messaging. Why no preservatives? Are they really that bad, or what is it?
Well, I wouldn't say that preservatives are necessarily bad at all. They're all regulated by CFIA, and we're always following their recommendations. And preservatives are a very large word for a group of functional ingredients that, for example, one preservative that can be used is vitamin C or ascorbic acid or sodium ascorbate. But that being said, it sounds a little funny in the ingredient list, and it does fit in the preservative list of ingredients, but however, it's simply vitamin C, and it has those great functional ingredients to preserve foods. But there are preservatives that aren't quite as natural, and some people are more conscientious of that and would rather not have them in their food. So when we have the opportunity to avoid them, we definitely do. But when we need them, we'll choose a cleaner label one and a healthier one so that we can deliver the right type of shelf life as well, because that's what they're used for typically.
Now, I know Dana's going to be like, really? Sorry, Dan. I'm just picking on you today. So
I'm all
sorry.
good.
I'm so sorry. Anyways, was preservatives really created around the World War II time, Jonathan?
I have no clue. I'm way too young to know.
I was going to say. So, do you want me to give you some education? Because yes, they were. So, we found out that we could preserve food longer. The chef's looking at me. I'm getting stink eye. But we could preserve food longer because we didn't know after the rationing of food after World War II, we saw people more and more introducing a lot of these preservatives. Canned food came in big that we could get longer usage of the food. So there's a little education back at you.
That's awesome.
Preservatives, World War II. I don't know why, but I read that, and I don't know why I read that. But
I love the info.
I love little facts. Yeah.
There you go, little facts. So, anyways, back to chef. He's giving me the look. Bill's up. Here we go.
That's big. Well, the next product I'm going to be showing you guys is our chicken breast strips. So pretty similar to the diced chicken, but as you can see, it's a strips. So same thing. They come IQF. They're pretty, natural and neutral in flavor, so you can add the flavor that you want to it. They could be done in stir fry as well. So, and actually, what I'm going to be doing today, a couple of dishes with it. The first dish I'm going to do is a ramen bowl. So, Korean ramen bowl, of course, and the second dish will be Italian pasta. So, as you can see, it can go either Asian, can go Mediterranean, could go Italian, could have been Mexican as well. So what I got here, I got some noodles already cooked, and I got some nice shiitake mushroom in there, some steamed bok choy, and what I've done with the strips is that I baked them in the oven in a Korean barbecue sauce. So I got my strips here. I got the hot Asian broth here.
Oh, did you just pick all the food, Dana, with Chef that I love?
You know what? He does it himself, and I just sit back and drool.
Oh, everything. I haven't had a ramen in so long. Oh.
Yeah, I love them. They're great. They're great. They're a great lunch item as well. So,
Mhm.
so I get the carrots in there. I guess
Especially for the fall when you get that rainy, cool day. Oh.
Got it. Soft boiled egg. As you can see, everything can be done ahead. It's already done. So, and just going to spice it up, a little bit of sriracha on top of it.
Dana, I think for a show is I'm going to cook for all the chefs. And
I
then,
love that idea.
And then we'll switch it up.
I
think we're going to try that.
Or we could do like an Iron Chef.
And there we go.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what I want to do, but I'm not going to say it. Is I want a food fight club.
I think you just said it.
I want you guys to go against that other company that does bacon and then have a fight, just all out battle. Who's got the best? It's very competitive. I'm not gonna say who it is. They'll be calling me.
But I think we'll just have to thaw the chicken. It might help.
It's awesome. So, Chef, let's see that finished product.
Yeah. There you
go.
go.
The magic hands. There you go.
Got a bit of a.
Well, there's definitely ramen soup.
That looks
That is awesome. Just a beautiful plate.
Dish here, so Korean chicken ramen bowl. Really easy, as you know. I don't know if you guys noticed how quick it was done.
Yeah.
Everything was done ahead. Just hot broth over it and the hot chicken as well. So.
The thing I just want to point out here, Chef, and you kind of reiterating what you said, but the speed, and Dana, to what you're talking about, is if we do all this work and if we want to get people to know that we're doing limited contact, is having food that takes forever to produce is probably not in our best interest, especially people are going to want to come in, get that little experience, and then leave. So dishes are taking forever, but you're probably not going to have a good experience.
Yeah, for sure.
People want to go out. They don't want to be there for too long. They want their margaritas. They want their food done beautifully and well. And I truly don't believe that everybody has the staff to do that the way that we used to. Mm-hmm. And as well, I think that we can turn we can kind of change the narrative on that and say, but we're using that as a positive because what we're doing is we're using less chefs in the kitchen, we're using less points of contact, and we're bringing you this beautiful plate. And now call it out on your menu. Say that it's limited contact. I think people would love to see that.
Yeah, I really do.
So then I noticed you come back with margarita a lot.
Long weekend, Chef. We all know. Just getting a head started, everyone. Hey, we had a company on the show on Tuesday. We were doing drinks, and that was a morning one too. So don't anything's possible. Very cool, very cool. So, Chef, what's next?
Okay, right. Next, I got the pasta going here. So I got my pan going. I got the same chicken breast strips we talked to you guys about. So really easy. Stir fry them. You can see the pan there. Going in the pan.
Those are frozen, Chef, from Frozen?
No, I thawed them, but I could have put them frozen in there as well, Jay. So but I thought them, for to be a little bit quicker here today, but they could have been done, like I said, frozen as well. So I got over here, I got my spinach. I got the chicken. I got some sun-dried tomato as well.
Oh,
But a pasta without
I
sun-dried
love
tomato.
sun-dried tomatoes.
And also got some red bell pepper for color, of course. And skip
So,
over.
Dana, you want to do a chef, Iron Chef?
I think that our chef could kill it. He would do so well.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
You know, I think that's a little smack talk to the other chefs that are watching today from the other vendors, because you guys all watch each other.
Well, I might be a little bit biased, but I've seen Chef Mark. I've seen him work in high octane situations and in some of your food shows, and he always just puts out the best stuff. I love it.
Well, Dana, I think we'll have to take you up. I don't know if we'll call it Iron Chef because I'll probably get sued.
Okay.
But we'll do something like that. I'm up for that.
Okay, virtual chef.
You know what? I'll make a phone call to Mr. Bo Jackson. Bo was on the show last week. Maybe Bo will be a guest judge.
I love it.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, Jonathan, I had Bo on my show. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Not that I'm, I geeked out about it or anything. Totally. Anyways, sorry, Chef.
No problem.
It's about you, not me.
You guys were talking, see how quick that dish was done, eh? So, I didn't have to worry about using raw chicken and waiting for it to cook. And so, it's done right away. And it's really, really easy. Like you said, take it frozen or take it fresh. Freshly thawed, I should say. And there you go. So you got your dish here. You got your pasta with the rosé sauce, the chicken in there, some fresh basil, a bit of cheese on top of it, and then as you notice, how quick that was done.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to be. Of course, I had everything ready, and that's what we talk about. As limited touch as possible. In the kitchen, they need to prep everything and have everything done in the station. For this is an example here in the pasta station. Get the order, do it, and it goes out. So can you wait for a raw chicken to cook? No, I think you should be using that, and it's done right away.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can add to that, there's also a very important food safety aspect to that.
Yeah.
Products being fully cooked, there's no risk for serving the product sauteed up and got it reheated to serve. So cuts down time and also eliminates those risks for safety.
So Dana, I don't know if this is for you or for Jonathan, but we gotta see more restaurants move over to pre-cooked products like that.
Honestly, I think that is always one of the battles that customers have, and I think Jonathan can speak to this, is thinking that a product that has been pre-cooked isn't what they would deem fresh. But Jonathan can speak to that we use the freshest chickens.
Yeah.
Jonathan.
Yeah, well, yeah, like I mentioned earlier about the breast grill, we start with fresh raw meat that's marinated and then that's fully cooked and then followed by an IQF step. And if we take, for example, a product we'll be seeing later down the road, our Sysco chicken wings. They're fantastic chicken wings that they're made from fresh, never frozen raw materials, and that will give you a definitely better mouthfeel and look end product, just like you'd make it at home.
Yeah. No,
so that eliminates that whole aspect of it being pre-made or highly industrial. It's actually just like a fresh product you'd make yourself.
Yeah.
Pre-cooked, you could still consider fresh. We help eliminate some of the prep, and that's the way that you have to think of it.
I like it. I don't know why you'd want to cook all chicken breast, and it's just too dangerous nowadays. Very cool though. Sorry, Chef. I just had a lot of questions. Hey, by the way, Jonathan, I think the budget for your marketing banners went into their bowls. You guys have amazing plates, by the way.
Yes, that's where all the money's at.
That's where all the money's at, Chef.
You're gonna love this product, Jay.
Yeah, just like everything else. I'm dying here. I don't think those wings would have made it. That was so stupid. I would have had them. So what are you doing, Chef?
All right. Well, we're moving on to our chicken grills now. So once again, IQF chicken grills ready to be put on the grill as well. They could be put frozen or slack out of course, thaw.
So that one's slacked right now?
Slack out, yeah, that's what we say. Slack out is mean when you take it out of the freezer and you will overnight thaw it in the fridge.
He's giggling about that.
What's that?
You didn't think I knew slack?
Slack out product.
That's awesome. So can you take one? I really want to just, for our viewers, can you take one and just pull one apart?
Of course, yeah.
Because that's important, right? Because Jonathan, I'm sure you've seen chicken that looks like mush, like tofu almost.
Oh yeah. There are some very high extension products out there on the market, and what we're looking at here is really a portioned, full muscle chicken breast piece.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You can't get more natural form and shape and texture than that.
So I'm baffled why you wouldn't do that. Why wouldn't you use that and sitting there and cooking the chicken and all those long processes? Now, just before Chef gets in there, Jonathan, when did this stuff become better than it was? Because when I remember when this stuff came out, and this is where it came out, it really wasn't the greatest as it is today. Like that's like a zillion years ago. That's back when we were talking about albums and Puff the Magic Dragon and stuff. But like when did this stuff become really good? It had to be in the last 10, 15 years. Product became better when it came pre-cooked.
Well, I've been with the R&D team for about 6 years now, and I can say that the second I walked into the Olymel doors was already very high quality, the products that I was seeing worked on. So, being myself barely in my 30s, I couldn't say how long it's been, but definitely we can see the tendency in the market. People want higher quality products. They want it recognizable. And I believe that there were lots of, cut corners and cost savings in the past that people aren't willing to tolerate anymore today.
Yeah. There was a time when pre-cooked products came out and everyone was tasting them and they were like, oh, and it was really bad, but that was a lot, like 10 plus years ago. But because today, when you look at them, a lot of people would never know they're pre-cooked.
Jay, I could shock you and tell you that there are fine dining restaurants that are using pre-cooked and you would never know.
Exactly. They know who they are. But
that's okay. They can wear it proudly because it's such a good product.
Now, Jonathan, onto that, Dana. We're going to get into this. This is so good. Is that, do you believe the palate of the consumer doesn't even really know anymore? Because they're grabbing
absolutely.
Like people just don't know anymore the difference. And because I believe the palates of our generations and what we eat every day have been so changed from, let's say, 30, 40 years ago when, products really were way different flavor profiles or tasted different. Environmental, all these different things impacted what we ate. But I don't believe people know really the difference.
No, and not at all. Like Dana said as well, you can have some fine dining restaurants serving up a pre-cooked product, just like you could have a fast food cantina serving up a similar product as well and using it in different uses. And no, definitely, the consumers will not tell a difference because the product was adapted to that through the R&D process when it was developed. So before it being launched out full scale, we need to make sure that difference in quality is not at all recognizable. And actually, you could even have people telling you that the pre-cooked product is better than what was prepped because you're eliminating those risks of having, let's say, a different cook prepping the same recipe a different day and obtaining fluctuations in those results, as we're much more standardized and providing those results each time.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. So, Chef.
All right. So what I've done with the
Dana, are you typing? Someone's typing. Are you typing? Hands.
I'm typing? No, that's not me.
Let's see your hand.
Are we with me now?
I'm getting the crackle sound. It always sounds. That's the ghost. That's the typing ghost we have on the show. Okay, we're good. Go ahead, Chef. Sorry.
No problem. So what I've done with the grill chicken breast is I put them on the grill, of course, and I had some Portuguese peri sauce, so Portuguese barbecue sauce. So as you can see, really easy. I just put them on the grill. So I got them here on a bun with some. What I've done is the same barbecue sauce. I mix it up with mayonnaise. I got some caramelized onions, some tomato, and I put some fresh cut fries. And I also use a Portuguese spice that I toss in with the fries. And that's it. That's as simple as that. I mean, a simple dish, but who doesn't like Portuguese chicken? And so easy to, that's why on our chicken breast, that's why you have only one grill mark. People are saying, why aren't you doing a crisscross mark on it? So those are real mark, by the way. They're not coloring. They're done, with a hot iron in our plant. So the reason why we put only one is that you can put it on your grill and make the other mark. So you get a crisscross mark, nice on your sandwich or on your breast, on chicken breast.
Nice. Love it, Chef.
Jay, I think that's important to point out that that's the real iron, because I know a lot of competitions, they do paint those lines on, and really ours is as authentic as it comes. So I think that's a really cool attribute.
Mm-hmm. No, like literally, they paint chicken strip.
That's what that.
Shame on them.
It's true.
Jonathan, that can't be good for you.
What's that?
Paint chicken lines.
Oh, well, what we do here is it's literally a grilling process. Continuous grilling process.
I can't believe there's companies out there that paint lines.
Doesn't sound quite right to me either.
So they have little owls, little paintbrushes.
That's why I wanted to make sure we brought R&D onto this call, because they do such a great job of taking us through the pre-cooked process and bringing it as close to, they do such an amazing job. And you kind of mentioned before, it wasn't pre-cooked, had a negative connotation. They fine-tune the process so well that when you see a pre-cooked item now, it's really amazing what you see quality-wise.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And that goes from wings and everything you guys do. And
that's a testament to guys like Jonathan who they know their products, they know their stuff. They've really done their job, and it shows.
And it's definitely a team effort, right? Like I said initially, the Olymel R&D team, we really pride ourselves in working together and benefiting from everybody's expertise. So definitely shout out to the rest of the team as well for all of that success.
Awesome. All right. So Dana, I think are we going into my favorite?
I think Chef is good. I think Chef is ready with because we just wanted to talk about the next product, the value add.
The crackling sound is poor Chef's mic. Let's see here.
It is?
Yeah.
It's my mic?
It's your mic.
Sorry about that.
There we go. You just told it fixed itself. Yeah.
Sorry about that. It's my phone, I guess.
There you go.
There we go. Next product we're going to present to you. Actually, I'm not cooking a recipe here. We just wanted to talk about one of our great products as well. It's our fully cooked turkey breast. So it's cooked in the bag. They're frozen. Once you thaw them, they're ready to be sliced. Actually, you can dry rub them, put them in the oven, cook them up, or they're ready to eat as well. So it's a full muscle, as you can see. It's not a formed product. So they're great to make a high-end turkey sandwich, or even turkey salad, or anything you would do with turkey. It's low in sodium, and like I said, ready to be used. So what I've done here, I just opened the bag and I did some slices. That's all I did with it. So I don't know, then if you want to add something about it.
Jay, you can just warm this. I have tricked my entire family and just warmed that turkey breast and poured some gravy over it. They thought I cooked the most amazing Thanksgiving dinner ever. If you're looking to do a gourmet turkey sandwich, that's your turkey. You slice it. You can see how beautiful. It's lean for anybody that's health conscious. I know I love a lean meat. That product is just beautiful in so many ways. And the fact that it's cooked in bag, it keeps all the moisture and the juices, and it's so tender. I love that product, and I just really wanted to show it off today.
So, Jonathan, thank you, Dana. Matt, I just need a coffee, but I agree. That product, I've done that too, Dana.
Yeah.
I've done that too. I've done that actually at big conferences, where you do a lot of catering and things like that, where who wants to cook all that? You just cook it, trays, done, Beautiful.
Jay, we're all working, we're doing everything, we're multitasking, and I think that any kind of life hacks we can get, why not use them? And that's a life hack, that turkey.
So Jonathan, when people pump low sodium, because people always say that low sodium, do people put products in there so it sucks the sodium in? Like, how's that all work?
Oh, regarding the sodium itself?
Yeah.
Well, when we're formulating a product, we really have full control on that. Believe it or not, well, it might not be known for everybody, but the turkey breast itself already contains a certain natural amount of sodium, but that's relatively low. And typically just on its own won't be quite as palatable as we would normally like. So scientifically, based on the sodium content in salt, we can proportion the recipe to have a precise sodium content in the end product. And based on Health Canada's different recommendations, like for example, for this product, we can formulate it to respect that low sodium target and be below what CFIA and Health Canada are recommending and make it a healthcare product as well.
Awesome. Awesome. It's good to know because I hear that all the time. And a lot of marketing goes around those areas. So
Yep, and it's great for people that are health conscious, for people that might have as well kidney diseases and such. Sodium is an important mineral, an important nutrient to control. So it's great that we can actually have control on that. And this product, it's extremely versatile. Like Dana said, put a sauce on it if you want a little more salty punch, or if you'd like to keep it a little more on the healthy side, it could be on a salad, could be in a sandwich. Very, very versatile. So you start with that low sodium base, and then you can mix it up to whatever you'd like.
awesome. A lot of savings here, eh? Huge savings for restaurants. Awesome. So Chef, what's next? Oh, I have him on mute.
Yeah, we there?
Yeah, sorry.
No problem. No problem. Sorry. So we're moving on to Sysco wings afterwards. So once again, what's the greatest dish to serve that's touchless or limited touch than chicken wings? All you have to do is open the bag, put them in the fryer, from the fryer to a bowl, from a bowl to a plate, or what I like to do as well, sometimes it's to garnish them up a little bit differently. So what I'm going to do here, I got some already fried wings, so you guys are not waiting for the fries, for the wing. So I got the Sysco breaded wings directly on parchment paper.
So good. Those are my favorite right there.
Those are great. And I've been to a restaurant in Toronto where they were sitting at the table and they just came and put a parchment paper right on the table, and the server came with a bowl. And when you talk about the limited touch, came with a bowl, tossed a bowl on the table, and then just came up with some garnishes on top of it. So I've got why not here? Let's see. I got some sesame seeds here I have to put on there. I got some.
Tina.
It's crazy.
I know.
And maybe
You could be on one right now.
let's go with a chipotle mayonnaise here. There you go.
Yum.
Did I mention Montreal? Like,
Plain old breaded wings or upgraded wings, done at the table.
And
I forgot my lunch.
Yeah.
And just like how Chef Mark was mentioning, literally you could call out on your menu if you had a customer that was extremely conscious or health conscious, you could essentially say that product was touchless. That was a contactless product.
Yeah, I love it.
All right. Now
Very well done, Dave. Love it. I see value here. I see lots of value in the whole limited or contactless.
I think it's all about messaging, right?
Yeah, I totally do. I totally agree. You got me sold. I would put it on my menu. I would. I like, because I get a lot of, like Jonathan, I get a lot of ideas and stuff coming my way. And I like this idea. I really do. Very cool. Oh, flipping wings.
Chef Mark, how long did those take to fry up?
So how long the wings take to fry up?
Yes.
I'd say about 4 to 5 minutes. It all depends on how many wings you're going to put in your fryer and how hot your fryer is. But I'd say about 5 minutes, maximum 5 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to question both of you, Jonathan, Chef, maybe Dana. How long's a normal wing if I was doing it from raw would take?
Oh my God, we're talking about 15 to 20 minutes with raw wings, because you know they got to be blanched, and you got to make sure that, you know, you go right to the middle to the bone. You know, we've done that work in the plant. So I mean, you're saving a minimum of 10 minutes per order.
And who loves blanching chicken wings? No one. No one likes blanching chicken wings. Like, no.
That's a great point that I wanted to bring up as well. Is that, you know, chicken wings, they're a tougher meat originally, right? It's the wings themselves. Although chickens don't fly, they do actually work with it quite a bit. So that first cooking step that's done on our part is definitely going to increase that better texture, because when we're reaching our fully cooked temperature, let's say if we're taking a raw wing and dumping it in the fryer, it will be fully cooked technically within a similar amount of time, but however, it'll still be tough and not be tender and not have that juicy snap that we're looking for when we bite into a chicken wing. So having the chicken wing already pre-cooked in IQF, individually quick frozen, that totally cuts down the time to reaching that perfect texture and moistness that we're looking for. So like Chef Mark just did, in about 4 or 5 minutes, he had the wings ready to go. And like you mentioned, if we're starting from a raw wing, we'll have at least 10 minutes to maybe 15 to count just to reach the proper texture and bite to it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And plus, you know, can you afford to go out of wings on game night in a restaurant? You know, yeah, you know, those are ready. They're in the freezer. You just take them out. You know, I've been to kitchens where they do chicken wings from raw, and I've seen the wings thawing in the sink with lettuce being washed next to it. And
I was gonna say, in cold water running over it for like 12 hours.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, chicken is not meant to be in water, not meant to be thawed in water. You know, so and like I said, can you afford to run out of wings on game night? You know, hockey's coming back now, so you know restaurants are going to be selling wings as once again. You know, so I mean, those are great. They're ready to be used, and I love, you know, the size of those Sysco wings are really nice. So and like I said, once again, you know, present your wings a little bit different. You know, other than just putting in a bowl, why don't putting on a ardoise here, you know, with some sauce and a bit of garnish on the side as well. So
beautiful. I'm just dying, not having wings. Like literally, my favorite food is wings.
What's great about my job, Jay, is that I'm gonna get to taste them after we're done.
I was gonna say, the camera goes off, chef just get some
give me those wings.
Make sure you send some down to Jonathan.
I'm just a level below Mark. I'm coming right up. I'm coming right up.
You're running over there.
Building.
They're in the same building. They're definitely having lunch.
Exactly. There's some good looking lunch there. That is awesome. So Dana, on my list to do, are we all done?
You know what? Thank you, Jay. You've done such an amazing job. Thank you for doing such a great job interviewing us.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, you know what? And I know how much work goes into this. So thank you so much, Chef. All your ideas and stuff like that are always awesome. I love interacting with you guys. You guys are a blast. You always have great ideas. You're always thinking ahead. You're always thinking for the end operator. And I think that's important, opposed to, you know, we didn't talk a lot about Olymel, surprise. We talked about different things and different products and how it can help restaurants. And that's so important right now, as we need to embrace and help our restaurants get back to whatever that new norm looks like.
And I think really that I wanted just to say, Jay, was that we, like at Olymel, we've got some solutions. We can help you do that. If you call anybody in field, I think you're going to give my email later. If you're looking for help, I can definitely point you in the right direction, because we really have some help and some background and the expertise to get you back on track and give you some pointers if you're looking for them moving forward. Really just, I mean, it is limitless. So know your limit and cook within it, play within it. I don't know.
Ooh, that's good marketing right there. That's great. That's great marketing. Know your limit. Anyways, no, it's awesome. Dana, I do have your email. So anyone that just wants to say hi to Dana, you can email her anytime. Samples and ideas and information. Plus, you guys got a kick butt website, so go check that out. Great ideas up there. Mark's been busy cooking and putting ideas up there, and we're gonna take all these pictures. So don't eat until you take photos, chef, of those ideas and send them to me, because I've done that before, where you're like, oh yeah, I forgot to take pictures. But awesome ideas. You guys just rock it all the time. So thank you for taking the time this morning and today for doing all these for our customers. These are really for them and to help them out. And let's get back to business and let's get out there eating and let's go enjoy your restaurants again, right?
Awesome.
Awesome. Well, thanks everyone. We have more shows next week. Another 4 shows, I think, next week, and more coming. And we're gonna have Olymel back over and over again because we just love them to death. But thanks again, everyone. And Chef Mark, enjoy your lunch with Jonathan. And everyone else have a great long weekend, because I am. And we'll talk to you later. Thanks so much.